this is Random Night, and today I'm going to make a quick review of Batman v Superman. I know it's kind of late, but like I said, I'm just going to make it quick. Now, a lot of people are hating on it because they say it was too fast, people were cramming too much stuff into it. I don't know, maybe the acting wasn't that good, but it's most likely not that, because most of their acting was really great and awesome and interesting. But still, their main problem was that they were fitting too much in, and that it was going a bit fast, and the whole Martha incident, you know. I'm here to tell you why it wasn't complete crap. I don't think it was crap at all. Sure, it may not have been what we expected, but it was still just as good. I mean, I was expecting them to have a few fights here and then, a few arguments as they're saving people's lives or stopping criminals throughout the city and throughout the movie. But no, it was mostly just Bruce Wayne arguing with Clark Kent over their ideas and thoughts about different vigilantes all across the world, I guess. About mostly just between Batman v Superman. It was still just as good. We had to give them some developing, had to give them a reason for them to brawl, had to give them a reason for the whole fight, and they did. They gave a reason, kind of two. They're contradicting ideologies with each other, and of course Lex Luthor, who just was being an instigator throughout this whole thing, because he wanted to see him fight, because he wants to see Superman get beat down, because he thinks that he is making the world weak just because he's acting like a bodyguard for a weak little kid, which is the world. So he wanted to get rid of him. And also, people think that it was too much crammed in. Me, I personally didn't find that a problem because, well, if you're a DC or a Marvel fan, then you automatically know a lot of this stuff, and it's not really a lot, it's just really exciting. Sure, it didn't leave much for the next movies, but still, it was pretty good, you know? When you're a DC and Marvel fan, you get a lot of that stuff, and it's not too much. Obviously, for the critics, it might have been much. They might have thought that they were going too far, counting their chickens before they hatch, but it wasn't. I mean, all the other fans liked it, everyone. It's getting a lot of positive reviews from fans, you know? And as for the whole Martha thing, it didn't really matter much that they had the same name. It mostly mattered the fact that Superman was getting beaten up, and overall he was just going into this conflict because he wanted to save his mom. At that moment, Batman realized that he wasn't some huge threat to the planet. At that moment, he realized that he was just a guy trying to do a right thing, trying to make sure his mom is okay. Which is something that Batman can obviously relate with. Sure, it might be a bit weird that they decided to give them both the same name, but it wasn't that weird. It was a bit off, but it was alright, you know? It's nothing to get nitpicky about. Movies are mainly just to be entertaining, and if you go there just to nitpick things, then you just kind of ruin it for a whole bunch of other people. You kind of just get rid of a main purpose. I'm not saying critics are worthless. I'm just saying if you're just gonna nitpick every little thing and call it terrible, then there's really no point to you going to a movie at all, because no movie is without flaws. All of this, critics didn't like it. They thought it was too much, it wasn't that great, and they thought it didn't live up to the hype, and they thought, of course, a bit predictable maybe, and kind of dumb for Jesse Eisenberg to be cast as Lex Luthor. I just personally didn't have any problem with that. I thought it was great. He could really play cynical well. But it wasn't too much for the fans, which is what they're looking for. The fans loved it. I mean, most of them did. Some of them don't, but most of them, a majority of them loved them. And that's the point of all these movies, is to entertain the fans. When it's too much, it's not. Like I said, if you're a DC fan, you get this. It's entertaining. It makes sense. It's all enthralling and original compared to all the other stuff you read in comics, you know? You go to movies for an original concept and to be entertained and thrilled by the heroes that you've come to love as growing up, and that's exactly what happened for most of the fans. The point of a movie is to be entertained, and if in the end a few people are entertained by it, then it was definitely worth being made. And it's made over hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office and entertained over hundreds of millions of people. That obviously means it was more than worth being made. It wasn't exactly the best idea. It was not the best comic book movie ever. It may not have lived up to the hype as much as we wanted to, but it was still really great, and you can't say it wasn't, because it still had great moments. It wasn't shit, it wasn't disappointing, it was great for all the fans and all the other people who wanted to see it. If you're a fan, then it was great for you, you thought it was awesome. But if you're just a regular moviegoer, you would still say it was a good movie. Point being, if you're going to nitpick and call it a disappointment just for a few details, then there's really no point to you going to the movies. And if it's entertaining to your target audience, then it was more than worth being made and was not crap or a disappointment at all. But still, people can keep to their own opinions. Me, I liked it. Other people might not like it, and that's alright. I've accepted that. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm Random Night, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.